Hey there, Eric Bakker. I'm coming back with another video. You've probably seen a lot of videos on this channel. Every week I keep, trying to create 5, 6, 8 or 10 videos. They just get posted up once per week. So thanks for all the comments. But some people say, oh my goodness, you need to post a video at this time, on this day, and all this sort of junk. And I just make them and throw them up. I can't be bothered, doing all these fancy things to them, editing them. I'd rather just get the information out there. Regarding information, please subscribe. I like to build a big subscriber list and also make sure that you're on my email list. It's very important, not because I want to sell you guys stuff, it's because I've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up and you're going to get notified all the time if you're on my mailing list to see what type of lifestyle videos I'm going to create. You'll see, I'm a man of my word. These videos are coming up, particularly next year with my kitchen renovation complete. I'll be doing lots of stuff and there'll be some very interesting information. It's going to really help you with your life. All right, so be sure to be on my list so you'll get regular emails off me. Why am I so tired and exhausted on the Candida cleanse? This is a question I hear all the time. Many people say this to me. Oh, I'm tired all the time. I can't function properly. Why am I so tired for? And all this sort of nonsense, Well, why are you tired? Figure it out. Why are you tired? You drive a car, right? Why would the car get tired? Why would it go and cough and splutter? Why would it? Well, maybe it's a problem with the gas, right? The fuel delivery system, there's a problem. Either with the fuel going in, you're not putting enough gas in the car, or you're using cheap, crappy gas, like McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken gas or something like that, right? So the point I'm making here is the quality of the food you eat will make a big bearing on the amount of power that the body can produce. So a big mistake that many Candida, diet people make is they go initially on a diet and they make a radical change very quickly. They'll take so many things out of the diet that their system just crashes. You can't do that. You can't make really radical, very quick changes. For example, many people get it in their head that carbohydrates are bad. When they go on the Candida cleanse, so they take every form of carb out of the diet and they'll go full-blown keto, which is like the new, it's the new craze today. Keto is the big craze. Every couple of years, a new craze comes out, Keto will die a slow death in the next few years, and then probably when I'm 85 or 90, it'll pop back up again. Hey, we found this great new thing. You can lose 900 pounds in a week. Just go on a keto diet, You don't need to go on these fancy diets. You just need to be doing the same old thing steadily all along through your life without making radical changes. So if you're going to look at your diet and take out all breads, all grains, wheat, all forms of carbohydrates, your energy is going to go from hero to zero pretty quick. You're going to be tired. You're going to have sore, tired muscles. You're going to have low motivation. You could even have brain fog. You could be spaced out and dizzy. You could have low blood sugar, excessive yawning. You could be so tired you can barely function. And then you'll probably put it down to Candida or parasites or some bug, some cleansing thing. You don't need to take all the carbohydrates out of your diet, okay? People, again, have this notion that Candida feeds on just about everything you eat. Some people have said to me, oh my goodness, you're recommending multivitamins, or Candida feeds on them. I mean, Candida feeds on everything, doesn't it? Ice cubes, the air. Come on. You've got to stop this idea of the feed. Right? It's not really a good idea to keep thinking like that every single food you eat is either feeding it or not feeding it. All right? What about the trillions of other bacteria in your gut that are also feeding? What about parasites? What about the many different types of yeast that don't need sugar to survive, that can survive on other things? So leave some carbs in the diet. Particularly something like quinoa or brown rice, in my opinion, are great things to leave into the diet. Small amount of carbs, complex carbs. Now we're talking about different types of complex carbs here that you may not even tried before. You can add a little bit of chickpea. You can add a bit of lentil. You can look at different types of sprouts, for example, or semi-sprouts, sprouts that are just semi-formed. Again, there'll be some good carbohydrates in there. You don't need to cut all the carbs out. Many people can tolerate sourdough bread, no problem. All right? So, before you make the assumption that you need to cut out all carbs in your diet, which will plummet your energy. Be careful about what you've got in your gut. A stool test, a comprehensive stool test, when performed initially, will really shine the light on the path. You'll be able to more clearly identify the core foods that are going to sit well with your gut right from the beginning of the diet, rather than, somewhere halfway through or at the end when you've had a year of exhaustion. So predetermine what type of carbohydrates you can tolerate. And this can be done through SIBO breath testing or comprehensive stool analysis. That can light the way. Many people I've seen, in fact, don't need lots of probiotics. Some don't need probiotics at all. They will just need something to clean the parasite out the gut or some bacteria. Other people have got a serious lack of beneficial bacteria, and they're going to notice big problems with many carbohydrates in the diet. So they may be better, again, to modify the kind of carbs that they're eating, through heating them or cooking them, or baked potato, for example. Maybe a better way for the gut to tolerate that, and they'll also benefit from putting enzymes into the diet. Enzymes improve a lot of people's digestive health. And in fact, many people who take enzymes can tolerate many different carbs more effectively. So check out Candida Restore, the product I made with the green label. That's a particularly good one if your energy goes down and you want more carbs in the diet to push your energy up, because it will allow for a better breakdown of the carbohydrate, less fermentation and gasiness in the gut, less brain fog and fatigue. And it works well for many people. That's Candida Restore. All right? So you don't need to see the word carbohydrate as a dirty four-letter word, because it's not. It's just your choice of carbohydrates are important. And this really is the crux of the matter when it comes to fatigue and candida, is selecting the correct carb for you. Not for me, but for you. You're an individual, don't forget that. Just because some keto book or paleo book or body ecology book or GAPS book or FODMAP's book says you can't eat this, and these food police are all around you, all right? You get policed enough as it is. You don't need to be policed about carbohydrates as well. You determine which carbs sit well in your gut by experimentation. That's going to stop you from getting tired. And it works for a lot of people that I know. Give it a go. And thanks for the question.